Hey guys, it's Annie, and a little while ago I shared with you that 3 years ago I had microblading done on my eyebrows. That is considered permanent makeup, but in reality, permanent makeup really means it lasts for a few years before you need to get it touched up. Well, it has been 3 years, and I got some more new permanent makeup. I actually did not get microblading. I got a technique called Ombre brows done, which is different. I'll explain that later, as well as permanent eyeliner, which I'm so happy with. I'm wearing these glasses to kind of hide this so you don't pay too much attention to it, because these are not the final results. It takes a few weeks to a month or so to heal and for the real color to come out. So don't worry, when that does happen, I will have more videos for you. I will show you the healing process and everything. But today's video is focused on the actual procedures themselves, how they go, what it looks like, how it feels, my personal experience, all of that. So yeah, I'm excited to show you that. If you're not yet subscribed, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you are informed when I post my update videos. This is a variety channel, though I post a lot of different kinds of things, but I would love to have you stick around. Also, if you enjoyed this video, hit the thumbs up button. But before I ramble on anymore, I'm gonna stop talking and let's get into those procedures. So to start off, I have to give a huge thank you and shout out to Daria Shuprise, who is the amazing talent behind my brows and liner. She not only is honestly the best of the best at permanent makeup, but she also teaches her advanced techniques all over the world. I will link her website down below if you want to check out any of her other work, or if you want to book an appointment for yourself at her Beverly Hills office. She decided to start off with my eyeliner, which is honestly my favorite thing in the world. I am hands down an eyeliner girl, so to have this done and I can wake up and it's just perfectly there is so awesome. She started out by applying some anesthetic to my eyelids and let that sit for 20 minutes to help numb that area. And after the 20 minutes were over, she wiped it off and drew out the shape of my eyeliner and made sure it was exactly how I wanted it. Then it was time to start. The first pass she does is slightly numb, but you can still feel it, so it's a tad bit uncomfortable. But after that first pass, she adds more anesthetic, so it really sinks in and numbs you up completely. So after that, I really couldn't feel a thing. As I mentioned, Daria is the best of the best, and she even has her own line of permanent makeup products, including her own Aura private label exclusive machine she's using here. Yeah, that machine is her own brand. Another reason she's the best person for the job. So yeah, the liner, this is what she calls dusty liner, and that's because she gives it this dusty, smoky effect by blending and fading and making it look a little naturally smudgy opposed to a harsh line, which I loved. I saw a ton of photos on her Instagram with this style of liner, and I told her I really wanted it done. Side note, Daria is who originally did my microblading 3 years ago, and when she saw that I made that video a few months back, she offered to do the Ombre brows complimentary, and I specifically asked if there was any way she'd be willing to do the eyeliner because I loved it so much, and here we are now, so that worked out for me. Anyway, she uses such a precise and advanced technique that it does take a couple of hours to complete, but it is well worth the time because it's such a good job. And with that, my liner is all done. I am so obsessed with how it turned out. What do you think? Now it's time to move on to brows. She starts out by mapping them out. This little ruler on my face is actually something that Daria herself invented, and it's part of her permanent makeup brand. She uses them to make the brows perfectly symmetrical and make sure you're completely happy with the shape before starting the procedure. She also custom mixes your color. So for me, she took more of a blonde base and then added a few drops of a darker color to match my brows. This first part is the most uncomfortable part because she takes the permanent makeup machine and scratches the entire surface of your brows, which kind of feels slightly like getting a tattoo, maybe a little more mild, but that's pretty quick. And then she puts on the anesthetic to completely numb, and then again everything is pain-free. From there, she started filling in my brows. As I mentioned, this is called Ombre brows. You probably are more familiar with microblading, which involves using a blade-like needle, and by hand she individually scratches hair strokes into your eyebrows. Ombre brows, as well as the liner, is done using a single nano needle on the machine. It's not like a normal tattoo needle, it's extremely fine and precise. And for the brows, she creates a very natural looking layered gradient effect. It looks very bold at first, but it heals very naturally. Speaking of healing, I'm debating on on what I should do with the results video. I was thinking of maybe making 2 separate videos, one dedicated to brows and one dedicated to the liner, just because people might be more interested in how one heals over the other. Maybe just keep them separate. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Should I keep them together or make them separate? Let me know in the comments. But yeah, the brows took around the same amount of time as the liner, maybe a little less time, but when they were done, I was so happy with them. They look perfect and symmetrical, and I cannot wait to see the final results in a couple of weeks. Again, thank you so much, Daria. They're amazing. Okay, so I'm home now and this is how they're looking. They're a little red, which is expected because, you know, it's basically tattooing on my face. This is going to be healing over the next several weeks, and it's actually going to scab over, and I have to be very careful to avoid getting them wet or sweating too much, but I want to avoid that because I want the ink to set and it to heal correctly. So yeah, this is what it's looking like. I am so happy. Honestly, guys, Daria is the best in the business, I swear. Especially if you're in the Los Angeles area, go to Daria. She said the liner could get touched up every 2 years because it lasts a little longer, but the brow she recommends touching up every year, I believe it is. But yeah, so worth it. It looks so good. I'm gonna be waking up like this in the morning, and yeah, really love how it turned out. Thank you, Daria. Thanks to everyone who watched this video. Make sure to stay tuned for the final results videos on these coming up soon. But that is all I have for you today, and I will see you soon with a new video. Bye, guys.